Hello friends, welcome back to Technique. In this video, we'll be doing the detailed camera review of the latest smartphone in the mid-range segment from OnePlus, the OnePlus 13R. Now compared to the OnePlus 12R, the 13R comes with some upgrades in the camera department. Let's see what all features it brings in and how the experience is on the cameras on the OnePlus 13R. So before going into the detailed camera review, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. Now let's first talk about the sensors. Now the primary camera is a Sony's Light 700 sensor. It's a 50 megapixel shooter with 6p lens. There is optical image stabilization and electronic image stabilization with f1.8 aperture, and autofocus is included. Now the secondary camera is Samsung's JN5 sensor. It's a telephoto lens, a 2x optical zoom. Again, it's a 50 megapixel shooter, 5p lens and f2.0 aperture. There is no optical image stabilization. It features only electronic image stabilization. Now the third camera is the default 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera with f2.2 lens and 112-degree field of view. So that's the rear camera. Now in terms of selfie camera, you get a 16 megapixel shooter and it has a fixed focus f2.4 aperture with electronic image stabilization. So that's the camera hardware. Let's go straight into the camera samples to see how it performs. So first let's have a look at the daylight captures. Now if you look at the daylight captures, you can see the images are really vibrant, crisp and plenty of details on offer. The sky colors are also really rich and vibrant. Now you can also see that the colors are slightly on the richer tones. It's not kind of oversaturated, but definitely it is not natural looking. It's slightly on the richer side, but overall I would say this is pleasing photo quality and doesn't have much to complain here. It's definitely improved over the OnePlus 12R is what we feel in terms of daylight conditions. So overall, I feel OnePlus has done a quite good job with the primary camera on the 13R, even though it's slightly richer in tones. And when it comes to ultra wide angle camera, once again you can see here the colors are as good as the primary camera, although details obviously are not that good with the 8 megapixel shooter, but it does a decent job altogether and it is kind of usable 8 megapixel ultra wide shooter. Now when it comes to the telephoto lens, so you can also see that the 50 megapixel 2x zoom does offer good details, good dynamic range, and overall clarity of the 2x zoom photos also looks good in terms of overall detailing. Now in indoor condition as well, you can see that the 50 megapixel primary shooter does a quite good job with close-up images in indoor lighting condition. It does retain great colors, good sharpness levels, and overall quality definitely feels nice. Now the close-up shots also turned out to be pretty sharp in details. The colors are once again done well, although there is slight richer tones available, but overall I would say these are definitely good in terms of quality. Now when it comes to portrait, now indoor portraits you can see that the skin tones are not really that good, and you can see that it is kind of overexposed. Although the background bokeh effect looks good, the skin tones needs a bit more refinement with future software updates. But otherwise the edge detection looks pretty good with the portraits, but this definitely needs a bit more fine tuning. The 2x portraits indoor condition definitely needs a fine tuning. Now when it comes to outdoor portraits, the 2x does a pretty good job. The skin tones are more natural looking, the details and sharpness levels and even the contrast looks much better than the indoor shot. So the indoor artificial light condition definitely needs a bit more fine tuning, especially for portraits. Now when it comes to low light experience, here also you can see that the primary camera does a quite good job. The details are good, the sharpness levels is again impressive. Once again colors are done well and there is a really good effort to reduce the noise, and you can also see that the noise reduction does work well, but it doesn't over sharpen the image. It maintains good details, good dynamic range, and also overall quality from the low light camera looks good in the night mode especially. Now when it comes to selfie camera, once again indoor shots feels like slightly overexposed in terms of skin conditions, but outdoor shots definitely looks good. It is kind of acceptable, especially with the skin tones, but colors are not really natural. You can see that it's rich in tones, especially the greens and the reds, and edge detection in portrait selfies also is quite acceptable, although there are some areas where the skin detection is messed up. Now when it comes to video recording, you get 4K 60 FPS with EIS and OIS support, and the stabilization is done really well. The colors are good, nice and wide. The dynamic range also looks good. Panning also doesn't have any sort of issues. Overall, I feel the quality definitely looks good. Same is the case with the 4K 30 FPS. The stabilization is done well. Colors are again really natural looking. Although there is a hint of richer tones, but I would say this is definitely good video recording. And even the 1080p resolution at 60 fps also looks good. Even while panning, there isn't any sort of jitter happening, and overall the quality from the primary camera definitely looks good. But the telephoto lens and ultra wide angle camera can't record videos in 4K 60 fps. Only the primary camera can do. Now there is also ultra steady mode. This is the ultra steady mode, which works quite well overall. Now the ultra wide angle camera can do only 1080p resolution at 30 fps, which is kind of decent, I would say. Not that great in terms of sharpness levels, but it's kind of passable experience, I would say. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the OnePlus 13R. So you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is, the stabilization and the details. It can record only in 1080p resolution. There is no 4K support on this camera. So that was a detailed camera review of the OnePlus 13R. So overall as a camera, we feel OnePlus 13R definitely is a likable camera, although it might not be the best out there. If you want the really the best cameras out there in this price segment, probably the Vivo's V40 series might be the best pick. But if you're looking for a balanced smartphone which has quite decent experience in terms of camera, good in terms of performance, good battery life, software experience, the OnePlus 13R's camera is kind of acceptable. Although there are some minor issues like lack of 4K recording for the secondary and third camera, and even the selfie camera doesn't have 4K recording, which are definitely downsides. But overall I would say most people will definitely like the cameras on the OnePlus 13R. So what do you guys think about the cameras on the OnePlus 13R? Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section. This is Nirmal signing off with a camera review of the OnePlus 13R. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.